Today will be a completely different practice. Um, we'll partake in restorative yoga. I hope it's okay with everyone. So sorry for the last minute notice, but if you have, this is considered a bolster. You may not have one of these, which is perfectly fine. If you have any type of blanket, would be good. So this is my blanket. If you want to take the comforter um, from your bed or your closet, that will be great too. So today will be a total relaxation hour. And then I also have a smaller blanket. If you have a smaller blanket, we are going to take it and fold it about this size, and then we'll roll it. I promise you, y'all are the best group I have ever worked with. You go with the flow, you do what needs to be done. It's amazing. Also, if you have a pillow about this size, once you roll it, that will be perfect too. So in restorative, we hold each pose usually for about 10 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes, 5 minutes on each side. But today we'll probably not hold each posture that long. We'll do a little bit shorter time, but we do want to get in the relaxation. I purposely wore my Strong Woman t-shirt today to let us know that strong women need to rest too. We're always going, doing everything for ourselves and for everyone else. So this morning we'll just take a few minutes and rest. I'm watching your rolls and your folding and everything. So we're gonna start out on your back, but what I want you to do, come down to the edge of your mat, take your rolled blanket and place it right in the middle of your bum of your backside. So that when you go to lay down, place it the long way. The roll itself will rest right on your spine, or your spine will rest on the roll. So just, you can hold it here if you need to. And then we'll just roll it back. That feels good already. So make any adjustments with your roll that you need to make. If you need to lift your bottom up a little bit and take a little shift, your head can still rest on your roll, or your head can rest just off of your roll, whatever feels comfortable for you. And just let your arms come out to your side. Palms are open. When your palms are open like this, your heart is open. You're in a posture of receiving. Let your feet just fall where they may. And I like to say, relax so much so that your body just melts into the mat. So find your breath. And I'm not going to talk a whole lot during this hour, just so that you can hopefully relax. The same postures that we normally take. You want to take that deep inhale, hold at the top, complete exhale. The breath is no different. Keep your eyes closed. Maybe if you'd like, you can set an intention. Of course, everyone's intention is different wherever you are, whatever it is you need. We're in a relaxation mode today, so just let your body relax. Find your center and let your breath calm you. Deep inhale, complete exhale. So if your feet were flat to the mat and your knees were up, bring your legs all the way out. Just let your legs stretch out and relax. Palms are still open, heart is still open. But if you started out with your legs length and long, now bring your feet to the mat. Still relaxing, still breathing. The great thing about restorative yoga is you go wherever your body feels like it needs to go. So your body will tell you how to shift exactly. There's no perfect alignment. So just let your body guide you, let your mind, your breath guide you to where you need to be in order for you to meditate, relax, and let go. So just gently, gently roll to the side and let your blanket go. Come back onto your back. Spread your feet wide. Let your right foot go to the right side of the mat, left foot go to the left side. And let both knees, your knees are bent, soles of your feet are on the mat, probably on the floor. So let both knees fall over to the right side. You can bring your arms out to a capital T. You can rest your arms on your stomach. If you want to engage in a little bit more stretch, you can take your head and let your gaze go to the left. So in restorative yoga, this is where the breath is really important. Find your deepest inhale and look for your longest exhale. On your next exhale, gently lift both knees up. Bring the soles of your feet back to the mat. You'll feel your back flat on the mat, your lower back, middle back, upper back, shoulders. Your head is still on the mat. Feet are still spread wide. And let's take a couple breaths here. And then when you're ready on your next exhale, let your knees fall to the left side. So your midsection will engage in a twist. Your spine is slightly at a twist. And again, just let your hands fall wherever it's comfortable for you. Your body will tell you just what it needs to help you relax. Pay close attention to your breath. On your inhale, you should feel your body rise, and on your exhale, you should feel it fall. On your next inhale, gently lift your knees back up to center. Feet are flat to the mat. Your back is flat to the mat. And then just lengthen both legs out long. Palms are still open. Let your feet relax. Now gently roll over to one side. We're moving very slowly, nice and easy. I'm going to take my bolster. You can take your blanket. Come onto your knees. So we're coming into child's pose. Knees are spread wide. Bring your big toes to touch. So you're kind of straddling your blanket. And then we're going to come on down onto the blanket. So bring your stomach, your chest, maybe your cheek or your chin to the blanket. Let your arms come out in front of you and just relax. Close your eyes and just let your breath do the work. Deep inhale, complete exhale. On your next exhale, just gently lift up. Bring both knees to the right. And then bring your hip, your right hip, right at the end of your blanket. And then just rest your side down onto your bolster and relax here. Try to find your deep breath to help you relax. When you're ready, let your breath guide you and just lift up, come onto your knees and shift to the left side. So let your left hip come to the edge of the blanket. And then just take your rest, letting your upper body come down to the pillow and relax. Then when you're ready, we'll take a slow and gentle lift. Come onto your bottom. Spread your legs wide. So you can see where we're going. Take your blanket, the larger blanket. Place it right here in front of you. I promise you this works wonders if you've had a rough day at work or just a stressful time. Take some of these postures and just let your mind and your body relax. So just gently lean forward, come to whatever posture that feels good for you, that works for you. You can fold your arms if you need to lift your surface up a little bit more. You can double blanket. And just relax and just take your hands wherever is comfortable for you. So here, especially if you haven't stretched much today, you'll feel the stretch on your inner thighs. If that feels good for you, great. If it's too much, you can back off a little bit and bring your legs a little closer together. Take your right peace fingers to your right toe, your right big toe. And then take your left peace fingers to your left big toe. And try not to exert a whole lot of energy. Just let your chest rest on your blanket or your pillow. And you can let your head down if you want. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, let your body rise up. So we'll take the same configuration on the blanket. I'm going to come back a long way on my mat and just shift my blankets over to the left side. Come a little closer. Bring your left leg on top. And then just lay it down. If you want to engage in a little more stretch without a whole lot of effort, bring your right leg, cross it over, and let it rest on your left thigh. That's just another option. If you'd like to take it, you don't have to. Wherever your body feels, or however your body feels. Totally up to you. So even when we're in this posture, you want to check your shoulders. If you feel any tension or any stress, any anxiety, your shoulders may be creeping up towards your ears. Just let your shoulders relax, even press them down your body. And then take a deep breath. So when you're ready, we're just going to shift the leg and bring the right leg up on top of the blanket. And again, wherever your opposite leg is fine. If you want to bend your knee and let the sole of your foot come to the mat, that's great. If you want to lengthen your leg out, let your opposite leg lengthen out long. Or you can bring your foot on top of your right thigh, your left foot on top of your right thigh, whatever works for you, whatever feels good for you. Then when you're ready, take your right leg and shift it out. And then just let both legs come just on the outside of your bolster or your blanket. So your legs are almost at a V position, and your blanket is just resting in the middle. Palms are open, heart is open. So this entire practice is really about receiving what you need, receiving energy, receiving peace, receiving pleasure, receiving confidence. Just taking the time to let it all soak in, allowing the breath to calm you, and making your intention known. It's a moment, a purposeful moment of quietness. As you shift, gently bring both feet onto your blanket with your knees bent. So you'll find your back comes even flatter to the mat. Just let your body melt, palms are still open. Your feet are on your blanket, bolster, pillow, knees bent. The breath is definitely the guiding factor in a restorative practice. Your breath makes all the difference in the world. The breath is the most important part of this practice. So on your next exhale, gently remove your feet. You can leave your bolster blanket exactly where it is. Come onto your bottom. We're just going to simply turn it around the other way. We try to keep the postures to where we have minimal movement in between because you don't want to disturb your rest a whole lot. So let your back come onto your bolster or your blanket. Let your hands rest wherever is comfortable for you. Remember the posture of receiving as your palms are open. And if you notice in most of these postures, the heart is open. Just a little bit of a shift to bring your feet to the mat and your knees lifted. Always remembering your breath. Take your right foot and bring it onto your left thigh. You might have to shift on your blanket a little bit. You may feel a stretch in your on the right side of your bottom. Maybe in your hips a little bit, down your thigh. Take the shift, release your right foot, place it back on the floor, and then bring your left foot onto your right thigh. So try to keep your eyes closed for the entire practice. It just helps bring another level of relaxation to you. So as we take the next shift, just release your foot from your thigh, bring it back down to the mat. You can leave your knees bent. We'll stay here for a few breaths, or you can let your legs lengthen out long. So going for the stretch, let your arms, your back is still on the bolster. Just let your arms reach up behind you, lengthening long. Let your feet come out, point your toes as far as you can. And as you take the stretch, lengthening out, fingertips back, toes forward, press your shoulders down your back. That's a great stretch to take before bed. I'm sorry, before you wake up in the morning time. Roll your feet. Not sure if you can see my feet. But just roll your feet clockwise, then counterclockwise. You can even do one foot at a time if that works for you. Take a few more breaths. And we'll lift up, coming back to center. We're still using the bolster. I'm lifting my left leg. I start out legs long, blanket right on my left hip. I'm just simply lifting my left leg over. So my legs now are in a capital L almost. Right hand to right foot. And you can let your head come down towards your knee. And as you take a deep exhale, just gently lift and come on to the other side. Left hand to left foot. Gently release. And we'll take the rolled blanket again. I'm going to move the blanket in the bolster. Come the long way onto your mat. Take the rolled blanket and place it under your knees. And then you can just lie back. You can lie flat on your back, or you can use the bolster or a blanket if you prefer. Or if you want to use a pillow under your head, a pillow under your back, you're welcome to do that. Just make sure it feels good for you. See, if we were in a class together, I'd make all of these adjustments and I'd place your blankets and bolsters, pillows in just the right place. So after you settle in, find your breath. When you're ready, let's take a roll to the right side. So as you roll to the right, you can remove the bolster from under your knees. When you roll to the right, you can take a blanket. We were almost here before in the same posture, but not quite. Your blanket this time, or your pillow, just supports your head and not your upper body, not your torso. So come onto your right side, right hip is on the mat, knees are stacked one on top of the other, or whatever feels comfortable for you. When you're ready, you can roll to the left. Still flowing with the breath. Bring it back to center. So come on to your bottom and we'll end class the exact way we started. Legs out long. Bring your rolled blanket right behind you. And come on, when you're ready, just lay it down. So your spine should lay right on your rolled blanket. Lay your arms rest at the V position, palms open. No stress, no anxiety, no anxiousness, no doubt, no fear. Let all of that go. You can stay right where you are for as long as you like. But every now and then a practice like this is very important for your health, your wealth, your mind, your body, your soul. It's always a pleasure practicing with you. If you ever have any questions or anything, you're more than welcome to reach out. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. Happy Father's Day. I got up this morning, told my mom Happy Father's Day. Thank you very much. I hope it was relaxing for you. And we'll talk to you soon. Enjoy your Sunday.